All right, testing with the sound. Test. Here we go. All right. Well, thanks for joining me, folks. This is our back-to-back live streams here on our YouTube channel. I'm sorry, on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/ID Jester. This is, of course, your host, ID Jester. Thank you so much for joining us. If you are watching this on YouTube later, you should subscribe to twitch.tv. Become a subscriber to our channel. That way, when we go live, you should get some kind of notification and says, "Hey, ID Jester just went live. Maybe you should go watch it." Oh, yeah. So, anyways, wasn't feeling very good at work, so came home early. Took a little nap, so now I feel a little energized, so I can get a little baseball action for you in our live stream Inside Pitch 1nDone tournament. And what a tournament it's turned out to be. If you are watching this on YouTube later and haven't watched some of the previous games, you might want to fast forward for a few minutes so you don't spoil any of the outcomes of some of the previous games. So go ahead and do that now if you don't want anything spoiled. So we're going to be looking at the tournament bracket and for a few minutes here. So let's take a look at it. So here it is in all of its glory. Close this ad. Goodbye. Goodbye. All right, so we had the Kansas City Royals, the number 4 seed, losing to the Cincinnati Reds in the fourth game of the North Bracket here, and the 29 seed moves on to face the winner of Minnesota and Seattle. That was our last live stream. An extra inning game went into the 10th inning. Cincinnati scored 2 runs, or is it just 1 run? No, I think they scored 2 runs. I think it was 2-2. They scored 2 runs, and then Kansas City scored a run in the bottom of the bottom of the 10th inning, but it wasn't enough to overcome the Cincinnati Reds, who move on. Tonight we're going to be broadcasting a game to you live here. The number 3 seed Chicago Cubs with a .599 winning percentage. They're going to go up against the Philadelphia Phillies, .389 winning percentage. So that'll be the matchup that we have for tonight. So the 3 seed and the 3 seed and the 30 seed. Well, let's go ahead and load her up. Load a game here. Yes, I'm sure I want to load it. We have Philadelphia at Chicago. Let's open it up and take a look at what we have here. We'll switch this over to our desktop region here, so that way it's a little easier for you guys to see. A little bit bigger anyways. All right, so we are Wrigley Field 2015 for the Chicago Cubs. +3 on strikeouts, +1 on walks, nothing for home runs. Starting today for the Chicago Cubs, Jake Arrieta. Let's take a look at Jake's stats here. 22-6, 177 ERA, 229 innings pitched, 150 hits, 236 strikeouts, 46 walks. He'll be going up against the Philadelphia Phillies with Ben Revere, Herrera, Chase Utley, Ryan Howard, Carlos Ruiz, Jeff Francoeur, Cody Ashe, Freddie Galvis, and Cole Hamels on the hill for Philadelphia. All right, well, let's see here. What else do we have to look at? Let's look at Chicago's defense. Coughlin in left, average. Fowler in center, average. Solar in right, below average. Bryant at third, average. Castro at short, above average. Russell at second, above average. Rizzo at first, above average. Arrieta on the mound, way above average. And Ross behind the plate, above average. So 27 is average. You calculate up all of Chicago's, that's at 10, 15, 20, 28, 32. So way above average. 27 to 32, 5 above average. So pretty good range team. As far as errors go, 0-2-1 in the outfield, excellent. 10-9-6-3 on the infield, not great. Not great for the infield. 12 for the pitcher, 1 for the catcher. 1 is awesome, especially for catchers for pass balls. The pitcher, 12, a little wild there. Let's look at Ben Revere. Ben Revere, 152 games. He was 2 home runs, 45 RBIs, 31 stolen bases, 306 average. Let's see if we can get another upset in the 2015 tournament. Let's see what happens here. Jake Arrieta gets the signs in the pitch, and the crowd's going crazy here, waiting for baseball to happen. And here it goes. First hit, almost a home run. Good thing that didn't fall in that category, although Ben Revere doesn't hit many home runs. Let's see what he does hit, though. 45. That's going to be a fly ball going into center field. Dexter Fowler gets on his horse, rides over, and catches it for the out. Abdul Herrera, he 8 home runs, 41 RBIs, 16 stolen bases, 297 average. Pretty decent stat line there. 1-2. Against the lefty, he's going to be a strikeout. Chase Utley, the lefty. Chase was 8 home runs, 39 RBIs, 4 stolen bases, only a 212 average, though. Chase Utley, second baseman, stands in. Here comes the pitch, windup, and the hit. And it's going out into the right field. Solar takes about 10 steps back and gets under it and makes the catch. 1-2-3 inning. 1-2-3. It's always good to get that first inning out of the way. Cole Hamels will be coming in for Philadelphia. He was 13-8 with a 365 average. 212 innings pitched, 190 hits, 215 strikeouts, 59 walks. He'll be going up against Dexter Fowler, Solar, Rizzo, Castro, Bryant, Ross, Russell, Arrieta, and Coughlin. Let's look at Philadelphia's defense. Revere in left is average. Herrera is excellent in center. Frankauer in right field is below average. Ashe at third is average. Galvis at short below average. Utley below average. And Howard below average. Hamels on the hill is average. And Ruiz behind the plate's average. So add those all up. 8, 9, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 23, 26 out of 27. So just slightly below average. 26, and they're going up against 32. So 6 space difference between them. Error rating, 0.37. Good except for Frankauer in right field. 12.754. Not great on the interior either. Hamels on the hill with the 10, not great. And Ruiz with the 19. That's all kind of bad. And probably why they only have a 387 winning percentage. Was it 387? It was 389. Sorry, 389 average. A lot of errors, not much range. It's going to get you a lot of losses, especially if your pitcher's ERAs are in the high category. Anyways, Cole Hamels, let's see. He is a stud. 13-8 on a bad team is not bad. Not bad at all. So he could pull this out for Philadelphia. Let's see. Fowler. Oh, we forgot to look at Fowler's numbers here. 17 home runs, 46 RBIs, 20 stolen bases, 250 average. 1 out of every 4 he'll get on. 2.5. And he did not strike out. And it's a 6.5. That's going to be a pop-up to Utley, makes the catch, 1 away. Jorge Solar, 10 home runs, 47 RBIs, 3 stolen bases, 262 average. The right fielder strikes out on an 0-2 pitch. Cole Hamels bringing it tonight, a one-and-done tournament. All right, let's make sure that all the sound's working here, just to make sure that's off. Okay, good. All right, Anthony Rizzo. Rizzo here, first baseman, 31 home runs, 101 RBIs, 17 stolen bases, 278 average. Up against Cole Hamels, 25. Just missed a strikeout. The 3-2 pitch is fouled off. Another pitch, 1-3, and it's going deep into center field, but Herrera's there and gets it. And after one complete, we got nothing but goose eggs. Nothing aboard. Ryan Howard 0 for 0. Since it's his first bat, I guess he would be 0 for 0. All right, 23 home runs, 77 RBIs, 229 average. Not a great year for Ryan Howard, but he can make up for it here in the tournament. 3-4, air and a ground ball possibility. 45, that's going to be hit. 2 ground ball. It's hit to Russell, 6, and Russell is going to make an error. It's one base error, and just like that, Ryan Howard gets aboard as Russell can't corral it and then throws wide of first, bringing Rizzo off the bag. Ryan Howard gets on with an error single. Carlos Ruiz, 2 home runs, 22 RBIs, a stolen base at 211 average. No strategy here. 32, wild pitch possibility. 8 falls into a wild pitch. So Arrieta gives up the wild pitch. And just like that, man on second, nobody out. Top of second, 3-2. It's another wild pitch. Fortunately, this time, wait a minute, 5. Whoa. Let me roll that again because I think the numbers switched. Maybe I didn't click it right. I'm going to go ahead and repitch that. Repitch it. Here we go. I'm not sure what happened. If it didn't roll or 4-5. Okay, 4-5. 4-5. All right, range play. Here we go. Not sure what happened there. 36 against the righty is going to be ground ball. Hit to Russell. Ground ball. He makes the play. Out at first. Runner advances, though, on the play to second base. And out at first. So one away. Man on third for Jeff Frankauer. 13 home runs, 45 RBIs, 258 average. Let's see if he can get that run aboard, that all-important first run, 1-3. Nope, he strikes him out. Cody Ashe. Cody Ashe's 12 home runs, 39 RBIs, a stolen base, and 245 average. Cody Ashe against Jake Arrieta. The windup in the pitch. Here it comes, 64. That's a blank. And Ashe gets himself a single into right field, and that's going to score a run. And Philadelphia, the 30 seed, taking on the number 3 seed, and they take the lead 1-0 here in the top of the second. Freddie Galvis is 7 home runs, 50 RBIs, 10 stolen bases, 263 average. And Arrieta trying to get out of the inning, 1-5. And this is going to fall into left field here. 12 is a triple. 12 is a triple for Freddie Galvis. Running around these bases, going around second, slides in head first to third, safe. Another score comes in. And still with 2 men, with 2 outs, still Cole Hamels going to have to bat here. 167 average, 2 runs. Can't do much, so they're just going to have to play it and see what happens. 2 outs, they'll be playing back here. 22, he walks the pitcher, first and second, 2 outs. Playing back again against Ben Revere, 0 for 1. 1-4, that's a blank again. 35, that's a ground ball. Hit down the line to Bryant. Bryant backhands it, sends it over to first. Let's see. Yep, only 1 run. 1 earned and 1 unearned run there. All right, so bottom of second, after 1.5 complete. Phillies 2, Cubs 0, Starling Castro. 11 home runs, 69 RBIs, 5 stolen bases, 265 average. Wind up in the pitch, 52, and Castro swings, 2-2 pitch, and misses the curve. Chris Bryant, 13 stolen bases, 26 home runs, 99 RBIs, 275 average. The everyday starting third baseman, 54, and he strikes out. And Cole Hamels with his third strikeout. David Ross, 1 home run, 9 RBIs, a stolen base, and batted 176. Now on Dancing with the Stars, 42. Ballpark. Wrigley Field Ballpark, 63. Little dribbler down to Utley at second, and 1-2-3 inning. Cole Hamels, 2-0 Phillies. Drupal Herrera, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Jake Arrieta, 2-1 against the lefty. He's going to strike him out. Chase Utley's 0 for 1. And that 1-4 has come up quite a few times. That big blank area. 2-5, ground ball, hit down the line to Bryant. Bryant to Rizzo, two-way. Ryan Howard, 0 for 1, scored a run. And he flies out to Solar and right. 1-2-3 inning for Arrieta. Cole Hamels back out. Adrian Russell, 13 home runs, 54 RBIs, 4 stolen bases, a 242 average. Chicago yet to record their first hit. Bottom of 3, 64. And a strikeout for Hamels. That's number 4 on the day. Arrieta was a 152, scored 5 runs, 2 RBIs, 2 home runs. Well, look at him go. 2-3. Is he hit? No, he's not hit by the pitch. 51, but he does get a single. Jake Arrieta gets a single, gets his team rolling. 1 out. They call for the sacrifice, try and get someone in scoring position. Okay. Again, I'm just going to use whatever the strategy will do, unless the strategy will cause the team to lose. 52, and lead runner thrown out, safe at first. So I think if we just click the button, it should take care of that for us. Here we go. Chris Coughlin on at first now. Dexter Fowler, center fielder, 0 for 1. 18 does not fall in that category. 6-6 against the lefty is going to be a single. And going first to third is Coughlin. First and third, 2 outs. Cole Hamels showing a little chink in his armor. As first and third, bottom of 3, Jorge Solar, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. It's on the way. And Solar gets his bat on it. Flies out, pop up into left field for the out. And while they threaten, they don't score. And after 3 complete, it's 2-0 Phillies. 2-0 Phillies. Here comes Carlos Ruiz, 0 for 1 today. And strikes out Jeff Frankhauer, 0 for 1 with the strikeout. The right fielder, 54. He's going to strike out. And Arrieta, after getting that big at bat and getting that hit, has inspired him. He's come out throwing. 2 strikeouts so far. Cody Ashe, 1 for 1 and a run. We have ballpark, Wrigley Field, 52. And we're going to have us a rare play here. Rare play. So center fielder crashes in the wall, chasing a deep fly. Resolve it as a D8 range play, so a double range play. Check for injury after the play. If the center fielder fails to make the play, the right fielder picks up the ball with the hitter attempting an inside the park homer. Resolve it is an S plus 9 with the play at the plate. So it's an unsuccessful range play. So they already rolled that in the background. Dexter Fowler can't catch the ball. Dexter Fowler is injured and will miss the rest of the game. So Dexter Fowler injured and out of the game. And he's the center fielder. So it gives us, let's see, looks like Chris Denorfia. Chris Denorfia? It's going to come in for Dexter Fowler, the center fielder. And now we're trying for an inside the park home run here. So roll a d6 versus the base runner versus arm. Roll adjusted as a base runner. It's safe and home. Roll a d6 batter out at third. No advance by the batter, but it said to check it as a play at the plate. So because the 4 is higher than the 2, he's going to get thrown out at the plate. I believe that's how I'm going to have to play that one. Never actually had this come up, but it said check for an inside the park home run. Check it for a play coming in. So if it would have rolled a 1 or 2, he would have scored. It would have been an inside the park home run. But in this case, he was thrown out at the plate. Thrown out. And that ends the inning as, wow, Philadelphia tries to get that extra run on the board and just could not do it. Will that come back to bite him here? We shall see. Anthony Rizzo 0 for 1. 31, error possibility. We got a 65 against the lefty. That's going to be a single. No error on Howard, but he is making a board. It was a hot shot down the line, and official scoring is no error on the play. Sterling Castro 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 65 and 33 is a ground ball. Hit to Galvis at short. And Galvis over to Utley. Utley onto Howard. It's a ground ball double play. 6-4-3. And that erases the base runner. Good 6-4-3 play there. Chris Bryant 0 for 1 with the strikeout. 45. That is going to be a strikeout for Chris Bryant. And it's a 1-2-3 inning, even though they had a base runner. Still ended up being a 1-2-3, I guess. All right, Freddie Galvis 1 for 3 with a triple. Freddie Galvis, 1 RBI on the day, 24. Another Wrigley Field check. Wrigley Field 53. Going out into right field. Down the line, Solar in the corner makes the play. Cole Hamels is 0 for 1, 0 for 0 with a walk. There we go. Range play. Wrigley Field, back-to-back checks. Ground ball hit to Castro. I'm sorry, this is a range play. The other one was a ballpark, so this is a range play. Castro makes it, backhands it, flips it to Russell. Russell on to Rizzo. Get him by his step. Ben Revere, the left field. He's 0 for 2. 2 outs, top of 5, 21. He strikes him out. So going to the bottom of the 5th inning, Chicago losing 2-0. 3 hits on the day, 1 error. 22, and another strikeout for Cole Hamels. Adrian Russell 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Second baseman, 1-4. Range play. Range play. Where's it going to be hit? It's hit at Ashe. Ashe at third. Failed to make the play and on with the single. Jake Arrieta. One away. He is going to sack. He's going to sack. 66 and strikes out, so it didn't matter. Couldn't lay down the bunt. Kept fouling him off. Called out on strikes. Chris Coughlin 0 for 1. 1-3, and that's a ballpark. Wrigley Field here. 61. That's a single plus into right field. Single plus 9 into right. And click for a double. So on with the double goes Chris Coughlin. Second and third, 2 outs. Ken Cole Hamels recorded that all-important last out. Chris Denorfa, I guess. And Denorfa strikes out to end the inning with men on second and third. And some of the boo birds here at Wrigley Field coming down is after 5 complete, 2-0 Philadelphia. The number 30 seed here. Well, Jake Arrieta back out on the hill. Coming up against Herrera, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. 63, we got a range play at the ballpark. This is a double whammy against the defense. 1-6, flies it out into left field. Coughlin makes the play. So good play in left there. Coughlin hugging that line. Hustles over and gets it. Chase Utley 0 for 2. Jake Arrieta with the windup in the pitch. Same thing. Range play at the ballpark. Let's see if they can get it to go this time. 41. That's hit at Castro. Castro, good defense. 2 away. Good defense by Chicago there. Keeps them in the game. 61 and a strikeout. So it's a 1-2-3 inning there. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. Solar, Rizzo, and Castro. 2-3-4 hitters. 1-4. It's range play. Range play for Philadelphia. This one's going over to Frankhauer in right field. Failed to make it, and it drops in for a single. Anthony Rizzo comes up, batting 1 for 2 today. Rizzo, 5-6 against the lefties, a blank. Rizzo, 2-6, flies into center field, and Herrera makes the good catch. Tosses it into Utley, and 1 away. Starling Castro, shortstop, and he strikes out on the 0-2 pitch. Chris Bryant, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Chicago could use him getting hot a little bit, and he strikes out. So it's a good inning for Hamels, and we're in the top of the 7th inning. Carlos Ruiz, the catcher, 0 for 2, 24, and Wrigley Field, 55. That's going to be hit into center field for the out. Denorfa makes the catch. Jeff Frankhauer, 63. That's going to be a range play at the ballpark. 46. This one's going to Bryant down the line. Successfully makes the play and gets the out. Cody Ashe, third baseman. 41. Possible error on a throw. And 1-6. 18. That's going to be a fly out to center field. No throw needed. And we're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Cole Hamels still has a few batters he can still face. He's got very good control still. 0-2 with a strikeout. David Ross, Mr. Dancer, 44, range play. Can Philadelphia keep their range in the game? Line shot right at Galvis. Hot shot right by him before he has a chance to react, and that's a base hit. Adrian Russell 1 for 2 with a strikeout. Second baseman winds, sets. Here comes the pitch, and it's hit. It's hit into center field and falls. And we got men on first and second with nobody out. Jake Arrieta. Did they sacrifice with him? Or did they pull him? We're in the 7th inning, huh? He probably can only face a couple more batters. Or do they pull out somebody else and see if they can make this a big inning? I think they're going to go ahead and sacrifice. Keep Arrieta in the game, I think. A couple more batters might make a difference. We'll see. 3-6 against the righty. Popped up for out. Roll 1d6 versus lead runner, base runner. If not higher than base runner out. Oh boy. So popped up for the out. Roll a d6 versus lead runner, base running. He's got a 1. If not higher than base runner out. Wait. Popped up. Roll a d6 versus lead runner, base running. So we're looking at David Ross's base running. If not higher than base runner out. So this is, if this is not higher than they're out. Wait a minute, that doesn't make. Popped up for out. Roll a d6 versus the lead runners. So the d6 is a 5. If roll higher than the base runner out. So pops it up, and David Ross taken off on the play, and they catch it and gun him down at second base. So he is thrown out. Oh, okay. All right, so right now we got Ross and Russells. Bunt. There we go. And there it is. That is a double play. Jake Arrieta popped out to first, and Howard guns over to Galvis to get David Ross picked off at second. And Philadelphia's defense, hell of a play there. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Chris Coughlin, 1 for 2 with a double. 42 in Wrigley Field here. Wrigley Field again, 25. That's a ground ball hit to Utley. And they get out of the inning without giving up a run. Wow. First and second, nobody out. They tried the bunt. It fails. It pops them up. And they pick off Ross at second base. Wow. All right, Freddie Galvis, 1 for 2 with a triple and an RBI. 56. He strikes out. Cole Hamels, huh? We're going into the bottom of the 8th inning. Yeah, I think they're going to pull Hamels. He doesn't have. Does he have any? Does he have any stats left? Can I look at his stat line? I don't know. Do we pull Cole Hamels? That's the question. Or do we let him? I think if he's only got 1 or 2 left, he is. Let's see who's. It looks like bunch of righties, one lefty. I think it's a tough call. I guess they'll leave him in, let him bat, and see what he can do. 65, 65, hit by pitch, nope. 22, grounded out short, 2-way. Ben Revere 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Arrieta, next base runner, knocks him out of the game. It's a range play here. 31, that's going to be into right field. Solar, he can't make the check. He fails it, and that's it for Jake Arrieta. Let's check out his stat line. 7 2/3 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts. Jake Arrieta did his job. All right, let's see who's coming in. We got a lefty, lefty, lefty. So probably a lefty. James Russell or Travis Wood. Travis Wood can face more, so we'll go with Travis Wood. Travis Wood, let's check out Travis Wood. 100 innings, 86 hits, 118 strikeouts, 34 walks, 3.84. Travis Wood against Abdul Herrera. Lefty on lefty, 26. No strikeout. 64. That's going to be single into left field. Going first to third is Ben Revere. And 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Can Philadelphia put another run on the board? First and third for Chase Utley, 0 for 3 today. Chase Utley, second baseman. And they're going to pull Utley and put in Cesar Hernandez, the switch hitter. There we go. So Chase Utley couldn't get the job done, so they're going to replace him with Hernandez. 1-3 against the switch hitter, no strikeout. 2-3. That's a single and a right, and Hernandez comes in, gets an all-important run in and an advancement here. Abdul Herrera going around first to third. Travis Wood giving up the hit. 3-0 Phillies. Ryan Howard, the first baseman, 0 for 3 with a strikeout. I can't imagine pulling out him, would you? Not really. Okay. So Ryan Howard, 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Can he get his first hit? 3-3, error possibility. 3-3, that's going to be into center field. Herrera, 1, 2, or 3 will be an error. Nope. Okay. And that ends the inning, but bottom of 8, 3-0 Phillies. Looks like Cole Hamels is only going to be able to face maybe 1 or 2 more people. We'll see. He can face the rest of the lineup as long as he doesn't give up a runner. Chris Dentonfort. Chris Denorfa, sorry. Center fielder. 42. And Wrigley Field, 2-2. Ground ball hit to Hernandez. Hernandez over to Howard. So Cole Hamels is now officially retired. Next runner will cause him to leave the game. Solar, right fielder. 55. Wild pitch is nothing. Try again. 1-4. It's a range play. 36. That's going to be the Ashy here. Can Ashy make the play? No, he can't. And that causes Cole Hamels to be pulled, which is the worst part of it. Not only getting the runner on there, but they get Cole Hamels pulled. So Rizzo's a lefty, and then 5 righties. Jake Deckman, the lefty, does he come in? Yes. Actually, let's look at Rizzo here. Doesn't matter if it's a lefty or a righty. He hits about the same. So we're going to bring in the righty then, since a whole bunch of righties coming up after Rizzo. So you can see there, pretty much same stat line. He walks a little bit more against lefties, as a matter of fact. So we'll bring in the righty, Luis Garcia. Luis Garcia. Luis Garcia coming in to face Anthony Rizzo, 1 for 3, man on first, 1 out. Oh, he's going to try the pickoff attempt. 8, no such luck. So Solar gets back in time. The windup in the pitch, 63. Range play at the ballpark, 56. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, and it's not going to matter on the range because that one, there is no catching it other than a fan out in center field. And just like that, Anthony Rizzo gets 2 runs aboard in the bottom of the 8th inning off of Luis Garcia, who just came in for Cole Hamels. They're still up 3-2, though. They just need to settle down. Sterling Castro, 1-3. No strikeout. Castro 1-1, and against the righty, it's going to be a ground ball hit to Galvis. Galvis on to Howard, 2-way. Chris Bryant 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. 1-4 wild, which is nothing. 1-4, which is wild, so I'm just going to roll it again. 4-4, there we go, something different. And no strikeout. Chris Bryant get his bat on the ball, 2-4, ground ball down the line to Howard. Howard makes the play, and it's coming down the wire. Travis Wood, the lefty, we got 2 righties, so Travis Wood is going to be pulled for the righty, Pedro Strop. Pedro Strop is coming in to face Carlos Ruiz. 3-2 Philadelphia. He struck him out. Jeff Frankauer. Pedro Strop, the windup in the pitch. Range play. And this one's hit to Castro. Castro makes another good play. They've tested him at least twice. He's made the play every time. Cody Ashe, third baseman. Another range play. 52. This time it's a single, and this Denton Fort can take it away, but he can't. All right. Freddie Galvis, the switch hitter, hits more home runs against righties than he does lefties. He also strikes out more. He also walks more. Do they leave the righty in? Freddie Galvis 1 for 3 with a triple. Yep. I think they pull, and they're going to bring in the lefty, James Russell. So Russell comes in to face Freddie Galvis. James Russell, here's his stat line: 34, 42 hits, 20 strikeouts, and 7 walks. 41, and good call by the Philadelphia's manager as Russell comes, or I'm sorry, as the Cubs manager, as Galvis strikes out to Russell. All right, 3-2, bottom of 9. Here we go. The 6, 7, 8 hitters. And Garcia, his day is done as they have to choose between Jonathan Papelbon with 24 saves or Ken Giles with, they're both righties. Ken Giles had more games, so I guess we should go with Ken Giles since he had more games. So Ken Giles is coming in to face off. Now the question is, David Ross, 1 for 3 with a strikeout. If they pull him, who do they have left? Actually, let's go back to David. He's a catcher. So who would they be able to bring in if they replaced him? Montero doesn't have as good defense ratings. So they could pinch hit for David Ross. So let's see who do we have on the bench? Javier Baez, 289 average. Nope, he only played 28 games. He doesn't qualify. He does though. Montero. All right, Montero is going to come in for David Ross here. God damn it. Oh my God, I sure hope it didn't cause the game to crash the system here. So how do we load up that load game? Let's try the autosave and see if that's where it was. All right, yeah, so that's where we're at. James Russell. Okay, so it was top of 9, 2 outs. Right. Okay, so that's fine. I can't remember what had happened. I think he just hit. We'll just go there, and I think he just hit a fly ball out. Doesn't matter. He got out, so we know that. So it just okay. So pitching. Garcia's coming out, and in is coming the righty Ken Giles. Right now for David Ross, we're going to replace him with the catcher Montero for David Ross. Montero. There we go. Okay, go back to the game. So, all right, so this time it didn't crash. Yay for us. Yay. All right. So it's going to be Ken Giles trying to save the game for the Phillies. His stat line again, 6-3, 15 saves, 1.8 ERA, 70 innings pitched, 59 hits, 87 strikeouts, 23 walks. He's going up against Manuel Montero, 15 home runs, 53 RBIs, 1 stolen base, 248 average. Let's see who can win this matchup. 3 outs away from advancing. The number 30 seed taking on the number 3 seed. Can they pull the biggest upset of the tournament and probably of history here as the 389 Phillies winning percentage against the 599 Chicago Cubs winning percentage? 64 range play at the ballpark. That's a good way to start off for Montero. 64, and that's hit at Galvis. Galvis has only got a range of 2. Failed to make the play. And on with the single is Montero. Adrian Russell. No strategy. Addison Russell, the second baseman. 2 for 3 with a strikeout. 2-4. Error possibility. 44. That's into left field for a single. Single falls in and no error. So first and second. Wait a minute. Lead runner advances, but ball caught off and trailing runner is thrown out. So Montero advances. Lead runner advances, but as Russell tries to get to second, he is thrown out by another great play by Philadelphia. Well, we know Russell's not coming in, right? He's got to go. So let's this one here. So who do they have left on the bench here that qualifies for the tournament? Kyle Schwarber. Kyle Schwarber is coming in to pinch hit. The lefty, Kyle Schwarber. And Ken Giles with the windup in the pitch. And they decide to go ahead and I have to click something up here. We'll just call it this one. Doesn't matter. They're going to intentionally walk against the righty here. Intentionally walk him. We're going to set up the double play to try and end this game right here and right now. Face the left-handed Chris Coughlin. 1 for 3 with a double. The question is, do you pull him? Back to the game. Chris Coughlin, 250 average, 16 home runs, 41 RBIs, 11 stolen bases. 1 out, bottom of 9, going for the double play. Coughlin. If they pull him, who are they going to be able to put in? So he didn't play enough. Kyle Schwarber we just put in. Jonathan Herrera. 230 average. 2 home runs. They just put in Schwarber, so yeah. Okay, so they don't really have much left on the bench. 33 games, 28 games, not enough. 34. 73 would be enough. Jonathan Herrera, but he's only got a 230 average. 20 stolen bases. He's probably a good pinch runner. What's his speed? Do you leave Chris Coughlin in, the lefty? Big, tough decision here, really. 269 average, 4 home runs. Tommy was Stella, 33 games. That's kind of light, really. If you just sort it by games, I guess. So 73 games, 69 games. I would probably let the guy with 47. Matt Scherzer, 222, 246, or 230. We have a 246 with 16 home runs. He's got a little bit of pop. Oh, no, wait, that's Kyle Schwarber. We already put him in. Right, that's why they intentionally walked him. .246 average, no home runs. Yeah, they don't. They're gonna have to live and die with. Oh! How did that happen? I did not mean to make that. How did it fucking do that? Oh my gosh. Can I cancel the changes? Ah, crap. We got first and third, Montero and Schwarber. First and third. I'm gonna have to. I'm going to see. Yes, I want to exit. All right, let's load a game. Let's go back to the autosave and see if I can load up before that misclick. Okay, Kyle Schwarber. Right. Okay, good. We're right there. All right, so we can just roll the dice. Click here, roll the dice. Click here, intentionally walk them. All right, there we go. So Chris Conklin, yeah, I didn't want to screw, especially here with one out in bottom of the ninth inning. I didn't want to misclick and cause. So Conklin here, 250 average, 16 home runs, 41 RBIs, 11 stolen bases. So he's a good runner as well. First and third, Ken Giles, Chris Conklin, righty on lefty. Let's see what happens. This could be ball game. Let's see what happens. 2-5, 2-5 against the lefty. Gets him to hit to short. Yes. Will the defense try for the out and home? Ooh, he's a 4 base runner, which means we'd need a 5 or a 6. Well, you got to go for the guy at home, right? Yes. Let's do it. And it's a 3, so he scores. Fielder's choice. Oops, I've got to advance my runner first. All right, so tie ball game is Chris Conklin gets that run in. Good. The double play ball. The reason I didn't go for the double play, the ground ball double play, was a 1. If you look back, I think it was a 1 or 2. Low chance in the ground ball double play too. So they had to try one or the other. I figured, well, you might as well go for the run at home. Well, anyways, we got us a tie ball game as Ken Giles gives up the save, but it's not over yet. We only have one out. Chris Denorfa. And it's 1-2. No walk. 2-2. That's a single. And it does not score a run, but it's bases loaded, and Ken Giles is done. Righty, lefty, righty. So we're going to be bringing in Jamir Gomez. Jamir Gomez, I guess is the way to pronounce his name. Jamir Gomez. Wow, what a turn of events here, as it looked like Chicago was on their last leg. Can they pull this game out? They now have bases loaded with only one out, so it's got to be defense back. They got to get the double play, or this game is over. Solar, the crowd has come alive here. The windup in the pitch from Gomez, 62 against the righty, is going to be a strikeout. Philadelphia's not dead yet. Gomez against Anthony Rizzo, 2 for 4 with the home run. The windup, the pitch, here it comes. 41, it's a possible wild pitch. It is a wild pitch. And Gomez comes in and wild pitches as, whoa, Chicago survives a scare of their lifetime. And the Cubs pull out all stops in the bottom of the ninth inning to come back and win it 4-3. Cubs win